Now at 4:30 on WKYT this morning, we are learning some new details from overnight about the victim of a deadly crash over the weekend in Madison County.
A rock slide at an eastern Kentucky Walmart forced authorities to shut down the building, while the details on when they could reopen.
And rescue crews battled rain to save 3 people who fell off of a cliff. We'll show you the details about that dangerous rescue.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning to you from WKYT. Hope you had a nice weekend. It's Monday morning, September 28th. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Let's see what's happening in the weather department right now with Micah.
And we're looking outside, a couple of showers here and there, and that's about it. I mean, I really just don't see much in the way of really causing any issues this morning. A sprinkler or two to the east, but this is where you're going to be watching down toward the south near Monticello, and then work your way over toward Williamsburg. That's where we could have a passing shower or two. Corbin at 65. A lot of us sitting there in the mid-60s. It's a pretty good feel outside. And also seeing that super moon too. And by the afternoon, small chance of rain at 82 degrees. That is going to be our warmest temperature by far in the next couple of days. I'll show you those numbers as we drop big time coming up.
Okay, we'll see you in a bit, Micah. Thank you. We are learning some new information this morning about the victim of a deadly crash over the weekend in Madison County. The coroner now says that 19-year-old Joseph Kramer died when his car ran into an embankment on Tates Creek Road Sunday morning.
We have learned overnight that Kramer, who's from outside Dayton, Ohio, played defensive line for EKU Colonels. Police tell us a Richmond firefighter discovered the crash scene on his way home from work and called police.
I seen him sitting there. I hollered at him. I shook the vehicle. No response. So I immediately notified 911 by radio.
Funeral arrangements have not yet been announced. Also new this morning, a Breathitt County Walmart's expected to be closed today after a rock slide knocked out a 30-foot section of the store's wall overnight. Breathitt County Emergency Management says that the rock slide damaged the stock area of the Walmart in Jackson. They say they had to shut off the building's power until daylight. Later this morning, Walmart officials expected to make their way to the building to start cleaning up and evaluating damage. Authorities are unsure how long the Walmart will have to stay closed. A man accused of running a prostitution ring out of his home in Lexington is set to appear before a judge today. There have been 2 armed robberies and a shooting recently at a home on Warfield Place where police say the homeowner was running a prostitution ring there.
Lexington police arrested that homeowner, 66-year-old Charles Lucas, on Friday. He is charged with promoting prostitution and racketeering. And according to court documents, the prostitution ring that Lucas is suspected of running is connected to those crimes, all involving drugs and sex crimes. Police say 14 suspects were identified for drugs and prostitution throughout their investigation of the ring as well. Neighbors say they're glad that police have made an arrest.
We have some good neighbors and some good people that live here, and it's a shame that one person, one house, kind of destroys all that.
The neighbor says he did not want his face on camera. Lucas is expected to be arraigned today. New this morning, police in Louisville are investigating a deadly shooting that happened overnight. Our sister station there says about 9:30 last night, police responded to a shots fired call downtown. They found a man with multiple gunshot wounds. He was taken to University of Louisville Hospital where he later died. Police are still looking for a shooter at this point, and no arrests have been made.
This morning, deputies in Carter County are looking for a teenager who's been missing for more than 3 weeks. 15-year-old Savannah Meadows was last seen around 11:30 on September 4th when she went to bed. Meadows is 5'2" and weighs 115 pounds. Deputies say that when Meadows went missing, she had dyed platinum hair with yellow tips. New this morning, a man is recovering after an ATV crash in Boyle County. It happened about 6 o'clock last night, just south of Junction City. Sheriff's deputies say the victim, William Wilburn, was pulling a trailer with his ATV when it crashed. He was airlifted to UK Hospital. His injuries are not known. Investigators say alcohol is thought to be a factor in the crash.
It was a terrifying fall for 3 hikers in Wolfe County over the weekend. Rescue crews battled the rain to try to get to them after they fell 50 feet off of a cliff. Crews say all 3 people were hiking in the Red River Gorge at the time. We're told the hikers all have serious injuries. As WKYT's Sam Smith found out, crews faced several challenges during the rescue.
We got a call just after midnight from Saturday into Sunday morning.
Because 3 hikers fell. Officials don't know what they were doing in the Red River Gorge this weekend, but they know where they found him, at the bottom of a cliff that's 50 feet high.
2 of them landed on a slope and ended up rolling toward the Red River, and both of their feet and part of their legs were in the river. By the time we got to them, they were all hypothermic and severely injured and in pain. The 3rd person was the most injured, who lost her consciousness twice while we were there.
Crews from Wolf, Powell, and Menifee counties assisted in the search. In fact, they shot video of the hikers being removed.
We have no footing on this side, guys.
There was some brush and some trees on the edge of the cliff, so it's possible that they were unable to see what was on the other side of it. And since it had been raining off and on all day, everything was pretty slick.
Michael Hackett with Wolf County Search and Rescue says alcohol may have played a role here. He says the 3 injured hikers were taken to a hospital in Clark County.
I really do have to say that the effort with everybody involved, not just the rescuers and the law enforcement involved, but also the folks that were with them, was pretty extreme, and we'd like to thank everybody for their effort.
In Wolf County, Sam Smith, WKYT.
A lot of folks involved in that. More than 30 people were involved in Sunday's rescue. We're learning some more about the death of a Pulaski County man whose body was found at a home last week. According to the Commonwealth Journal, the Pulaski County coroner says it appears the man was shot to death. The body was discovered at a home, that of Edward Van Wormer, on Jones Knob Road. Police say Van Wormer was reported missing last week. The coroner says the body has still not been positively identified. Police arrested Van Wormer's son, Jedediah Lee, and Amanda Braddock in North Carolina in connection with his disappearance. Police charged them with evidence tampering.
A man accused of helping his dad attack and rob a man with a sledgehammer is set to be in court today. Stephen Strunk is charged with robbery. Police say Thursday he and his father Edgar met up with someone to buy a lawnmower. Police say Edgar hit the man in the face with a sledgehammer and tried to steal that lawnmower. Edgar was arraigned Friday. Stephen is set to be arraigned today. In less than 24 hours, Lexington police say 5 homes and 3 vehicles were hit in 3 different shots fired incidents over the weekend. 2 of those happened early Sunday morning. The first happened on Scottsdale Circle near Russell Cave. Officers say 4 homes and 2 cars were hit. A juvenile was taken into custody for questioning but wasn't charged. About an hour later, police responded to another shots fired call on Lindbergh Drive near Georgetown Street. They say a car was hit there as well. Then around 9 o'clock last night, a car was hit multiple times and a house was hit twice. No one's been arrested in any of this. Police say they are not sure if all these are connected.
Time is 4:38 now on WKYT this morning, and an investigation is underway into whether African-American employees are being discriminated against within the Fayette County school system. The Herald Leader reports it stems from a complaint filed by the Lexington Fayette County Human Rights Commission. The complaint says between May 1st of 2012 and January 16th of 2015, the district engaged in a pattern of systematic racial discriminatory practices regarding recruitment and retention of minorities. Lack of equity in pay is one of the accusations, overall inclusion of minorities, harassment, and retaliation. An attorney representing the school district has declined comment. A transgender woman has filed a discrimination lawsuit against a nursing college in Louisville. According to a Louisville TV station, the lawsuit accuses Galen College of Nursing of discriminating against a woman for being transgender and for suggesting she not use the women's restroom despite identifying as a female. That woman has since left Galen. The lawsuit says she is seeking reimbursement for tuition and books, along with damages for emotional trauma. Galen College leaders say in a statement that it couldn't comment because it has not seen the lawsuit. WKYT this morning is just getting started. It's your Monday morning, and we have a lot more coming up.
Well, kids these days sure know how to cook. They're proving it at the White House. That story coming up in today's Mom's Everyday Minute.
Well, it's all about the rain the next couple of days. It really picks up as we slide off into tomorrow. And once that happens, it's a big time. Cool air comes on in. I'll show you all that in your forecast coming up.